set the same big goals. Never dumb down your goals for anybody, no matter what anybody says, but make sure that you set a process where you're getting all the small wins that is going to build your confidence to then be able to attract that goal even faster. Gah! That's scary.
That thing scare everybody, bro.
I'm going to keep that in the video.
Let's get it, bro. What's up, man? What's up with you?
I got a headache right now, but no excuses. I got to keep it going. Fuck it. Can't be a bitch.
Well, bro. Episode 52. Right? It's been a year so far. We done.
Is it?
Huh?
Has it been a year?
It's been a year. I mean, technically,
full of episodes. Yeah,
it's been a year full of episodes.
Yeah.
I feel like we're doing this again. We did this.
I don't know.
Like
right for the end of the year.
Yeah.
I think it was the episode right before. I believe, if I'm not wrong. Let's clock in before we start talking. We're gonna forget. This is episode 52, man. How do you say that in Spanish? I forgot.
52.
52. Contando.
Nah, I mean, bro, I'm not trying to get too deep into that again because we already did.
Yeah.
But I mean, bro, it's 52.
52.
You know, it's been a year.
Yeah, we're gonna get drunk after this, and we're gonna go party for the rest of the day.
Then I mean, the whole week we're gonna party the whole week.
Okay, and then wake up that next week to go to work.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll go. Maybe buy some tickets to go Dubai.
Why not? I mean,
yeah,
I want to go to
Aruba.
Yeah, we got to Aruba. And then
we could go anywhere, bro. Honestly, and then just record for a whole week. Maybe do a podcast there. Maybe we get some Arubians.
I want to get that guy that I forgot his name, but never mind. Let's get for reals. I got some nonsense right now.
But
welcome back.
Shout out, guys! Thank you for sticking with us for 52 episodes.
Yeah.
Wait for 52 more and multiply that times 400.
God damn.
And then
we'll reach Joe Rogan.
We'll catch up to Joe Rogan. Yeah. I believe so.
Okay.
I mean, he's not.
Nah, it's literally impossible,
stop.
bro.
It's not gonna stop. But like, if it stops, I believe we could.
Nah, if you do the math, bro, he has like over 1,000. Is it 2,000?
I think it's more than 2,000.
Yeah,
bro.
That's a lot of episodes. That has to be like to catch up. You have to do like 5 episodes a week.
Damn. And he has the thing about Joe Rogan, though, like he has guests, and in the beginning, I would think, who are these people? Mm-hmm. Bro, those people that he invite are not nobodies.
Nah, they know what they're talking about most of the time. Sometimes he has some bots brains. In there, though.
Well, he had
have some bots. I've seen some, but he's like
that female, the girl that was in like a movie. Oh my god,
I don't know. Is she bad?
Okay.
Shout out all my single ladies out there. You already know. Penny's not single, so you can't say that.
Shout out to all my cuff.
What?
Shout out to all my cuff people.
Cuff people.
Ladies or guys.
No, not me. I'm single. Why are you looking at me like that?
Nah, bro, cause you be chatting sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
I be chatting.
But let's get it, man. Let's get it going.
So I don't know. Let's go.
Guys, find us in Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify,
SoundCloud.
I was gonna say it too. I want to say something. The last podcast, there's something wrong with the audio last 10 minutes, but disregard that.
I don't know why that happened.
The whole video is on YouTube. If you want to see us, see our body language, our emotions, our special.
We're on
YouTube as well. Both channels
on YouTube. Pop up. Follow us on Instagram.
Follow up, exactly.
On TikTok. Go like my reel. I just posted it right now.
I just liked it too.
Yeah, Kenny doesn't support his friends. I'm just saying that. He saw the video and then just put his phone down. That's fucked up.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment. What else you gotta say? If you want any type of video work and you're in the area, hit me up on Instagram. What else we got? That's it.
That is it, man.
That is it. Well, let's get it started, man. What is today's episode gonna be about, Kenny? Because you were the one who wanted to talk about this.
So well, we're gonna talk about confidence. Okay.
The supreme of all. Is that even an emotion? That's not an emotion. That's just a way of life. It's a lifestyle.
Right. Being confident is a lifestyle. Exactly.
I would say so, yeah. Okay. You want to start or you going to let's go. Should we just say what?
Well, I was...
keep going. What were you going to say?
I was thinking Lewis. He was like, when I brought it up to him, and I told him that we should talk about confidence. We talk about confidence here and there, but never like
I know, full episode.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, never like a full episode. Damn, sorry. Where we just dedicate the whole episode to this topic. So
Definitely tested it multiple times.
So he was like, so I need you to tell me more about like what do you want to talk about and stuff like that. So I was like, well, confidence releases stress, it helps you to make better decisions, and it can low key make you safe. Cause let's say that not you, but like you're surrounded by people and everybody's doing something, and then they're like, yo, do it. So like they can consider you a part of them, but you're like too pressure. And you're like, you do it because they're telling you to do it, something that wasn't really born in you to do. I mean, not born, but you know what I mean? Yeah. So technically, they're putting you in a spot, in a situation where you don't feel comfortable. Therefore, you're not confident. Because if you're really confident, you'll be like, nah, man, I'm off that. I'm good.
Unless you want to do it.
Huh?
Unless you want to do it.
Unless you want to do it, exactly. But that also comes with like respect, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, let's say you're like, nah, bro, I'm good. Mm-hmm. People's gonna look at you and be like, "Yo, why did he do that? Like, he's weird or whatever." But then that builds up respect. That builds a character. They know that for next time they're gonna do something like that, they're like, "Yo, he's good at that." That's also like saves you away from like temptations. You know what I mean? Like you're not in that situation no more. You feel me?
I would say too that it has to come from self-respect as well. It's like if you don't want to do that and you don't have respect for yourself, you're most likely going to cave into that temptation from other people. But if you're somebody who's very confident in yourself and you're like, this is not a part of my identity and this is not who I really am, then you'll be confident enough to be like, all right, nah, you're all beat. And you won't care what they say or think after that. So I would say that it's important. But let's talk about where that comes from. What do you think confidence comes from?
I'd say, what do you mean? What
so we gotta look at it. Like, we gotta look at it as like somebody who doesn't have confidence is watching this video right now. Like they saw the title, they're like, okay, this video is about confidence. How do I get confidence?
Okay, I believe that confidence is I can look at you and tell whether you're confident or not. Mm-hmm. So I'll say, posture, like the way you present yourself. Obviously, of course, your body language. Yes. Yeah. And then your actions too, you know what I mean? Like if
the fuck? Keep going.
Like if you're let's say, yo, the Lewis is coming around the corner and you walk and you come, right? And then you walk in, you
like an alpha male.
Right. With the cigarette and
and the bald head.
And the beard. The glasses.
I mean, I seen something where it was talking about what was it? Fuck, I kind of lost my train of thought like right there. But we were just talking about confidence, right? Oh, fuck, that's kind of. I hate when that happens, bro. You have a good thought and it just happens so quickly too. Where does it come from? Okay, actions. Okay, so for example, you're playing basketball. This is an example. You're playing basketball and you have the ball in your hands, and somebody's playing defense and they're putting a lot of pressure on you, and you don't practice your ball handling. What is that?
Are you like referring to me? Because I feel like I'm taking this personal, bro.
You can take it personal. That's on you. I wasn't referring to you. But I'm saying anybody out there, I'm just using it as an example. You could put this in any realm of human endeavor that you really want to put it in, but you don't prepare for something. You're not going to really be confident in that. But you could put it in anything. You don't prepare for a test, you're not going to be very confident. You don't prepare for, I don't know, a relationship, you're not going to be confident. If you don't prepare in self-love or self-respect, you're not going to have confidence. You get what I'm trying to say?
I get you, but there was some tests that I never started for a test.
I mean, I could tell.
Bro, that's a 3.3 GPA.
No, but I'm saying, like, in terms of confidence and how to gain it, you have to put some type of action in there. I don't think that anybody's really born like extremely confident. Like, yeah, you could have reassurance from your parents growing up, and that can make you the only other way to say it is a bit more confident than somebody who didn't have that reassurance growing up. But in terms of pure confidence, after that is something that you have to build yourself. I don't think anybody's just born like that with a. Or do you
right, but also what helps confidence is like when others talk about you. When people is like, yo, that boy Lewis, bro, he's on it. Like, you know, let's say basketball. Let's say, yo, that boy's Lewis. He be practicing, or like he plays a lot everywhere.
Yes, sir.
And then you
Getting
walk,
them buckets.
you know, and then you
Walk
actually speak.
around like, damn.
You had that confidence, but because you know you're good at it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
but
spend on this time, you practice, and you know you're gonna
exactly.
execute.
That's
So,
my point. Exactly. So I'm saying, like, you have to put actions in to become confident. To become confident in that action. For example, if you want to get better at talking to girls, if you're not confident, you're not gonna stand a chance. That girl's gonna fucking smell that shit from 6 miles away. That she's gonna be like, okay, nah, I don't want him. It's just instinctively when it comes to females. But
and bro, you can be confident,
you could be faking it, and they'll
but you
figure
could
it
be
out.
exact. I was gonna say that,
Yeah.
like, if you're not 100% confident, bro, I seen people, bro, like, I seen guys try to talk,
Fake it.
and they say the right things, but just because like they're
They'll
like
say it the right
not
way.
making eye contact, or you know, playing with the whatever,
Fingers and doing
You
the
know?
fidgets. Is that what it's called? Fidgets? It
the
is.
thing you
No, not the spinner. The spinner is to take care of like doing little dumb shits, but the little dumb shits themselves are called fidgets.
right.
Yeah, so that in itself, you know, not like you said, not giving them eye contact. The only way you're gonna get confident at doing that is through repetition and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until you're like, all right, I don't give a fuck if this girl rejects me or not. I'm just gonna go up there,
Which
be myself, and just talk to her. And like,
which you might, you know.
yeah, I mean, that's gonna take practice though. I don't think anybody's really just born like that unless you were around a lot of that stuff growing up. A lot of this has to do with your childhood, honestly.
True.
Because like if somebody was raised by, okay, let's say there's two examples. There's one household who was always giving you the validation that you needed, and you know, as a child, and praising you and giving you your flowers in a way. And then there's one that didn't do anything like that, and you were basically a lone wolf. You were always by yourself. You didn't have anybody to give you that, and you just grew up a shy person. Oh man, you seen that?
Yeah.
You just grow up a shy person, then you're not really gonna have that confidence. You know what I'm saying? But I heard something from, who was it? Tony Robbins. When we were just talking about identity and faking it, this goes perfect into it. But so, do you think you should fake it or not?
The confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's something.
I think I know you're at.
It's something called faking till you make it.
That's what I'm saying. People say that, and I don't know if I agree or disagree. And this is why, right? So, I don't think you should fake it till you make it, because you should build yourself up to that person. So what is the point of you faking it if you can just become that, right? But then, let's say, for example, that instance with the girl, like maybe you can fake it for a little bit and it could work.
But also faking it can lead you to, you know, getting it and understanding how to do it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So what he said was, he said, we all have an identity for ourselves, which is in a way, we all have an identity of ourselves, a way of which defines ourselves. So like the way that we define ourselves. And we don't stray from that. So if you consider yourself shy, then you will subconsciously find a way to fit inside that bubble, because human beings, what the hell? Okay, I can't type. Human beings' greatest drive is the need to stay consistent on how we define ourselves. So if, for example, you're somebody who's shy, he used this. All right, every time, try this. He's like, try this exercise. Anytime that you hear yourself in your head or you say it out loud, like, oh, I'm a shy person, just erase. Or like, clap your fingers and you say erase. Right? You'll say, my name is Jared and I'm a shy person, you know. And you know how shy people move around. They like don't look at you a lot. They try to like, they walk around hunched over. They don't really try to get too much attention. So he's like, okay, let's say you're walking down the street and you see somebody you want to talk to, and you're like, damn, I'm shy, but I want to do that. As soon as you hear yourself say shy, you're like, erase, okay. And then you give yourself a different identity. You become somebody else. You know?
You know what I do? I'm gonna give you some giving too. Every time I notice myself get caught in my head, thinking about how should I say this, or when should I say this, or you know what I mean, when is the right time? When I notice that I'm doing that in my head, I just say it. Boom.
Confident. Not called action.
Like
The action.
I be thinking like, you know, like in my head.
Mm-hmm.
When should I do it? How should I say that? Let me pick the best words. Nah, bro. Boom. Yo.
Fuck it.
You know?
How it
like
comes
that.
out is how it comes out, yeah. And that
And that,
forces you to just hop into the situation.
not only that, because you start thinking of what if, or what's the answer gonna be. So then you start thinking
And
more
then
and
if it
more,
doesn't come out that way, then you'll start tripping even more.
and you get worried about what they're gonna say. But what is the worst they could say? No.
Exactly.
So whatever it is, I mean,
And then that leads into my next point. It's like, what are the benefits of being confident in life? Which is kind of a stupid question because, come on now.
I feel like
But
when
let's
you're
just put it out there.
confident, you're not afraid of anything, bro.
No, not at all, bro.
When you're confident and you know you're him, bro, you walk around like,
saying.
you know, it's not like you're being cocky, but like you're confident, you know.
But in your own manosphere, I feel like you should be.
Cocky?
Yeah, not to the point where it's making somebody else's life less desirable. You know, like if you're being cocky in a way where you're trying to tear somebody else down, then that's different. That's just you have issues internally. But I'm saying inside your own world and your own space, you should have that confidence where you're just like, okay, I'm the best person on this earth. I don't give a fuck who's around me. There could be a billionaire right next to me, and I don't care. That motherfucker shits and bleeds just like I do.
Right, but and one more, I want to add something else to damn, I want to add something else to that. I believe that you're cocky. You have to be cocky, but if we're talking about a completely different matter, and you bring yourself and you start being cocky about something that we're not even talking about, it's like that's pushing it. That's
what I'm saying. This is like,
you know, like if we're talking about edits, right? And then you're like, nah, I've been editing for a long time. Like I'm really good at it. You know, I'll be like, okay. But if we're talking about basketball and you're like, yeah, nah, I'm good at editing. I'm like, bro, what's like, nobody cares about that.
But the basketball edit,
you know?
Nah, I get what you're saying, but like I'm saying, as long as it doesn't affect somebody else's quality of life, then it's fine to be cocky. I don't think you're really hurting anybody if you're keeping it towards the inbounds of the conversation, like you're saying, or the inbounds of your own world. Because, you know, I've met a lot of cocky people who are cocky for no reason, and cockiness should come from a place of action, a place of actually putting it in practice, a place of actually, you know, putting in that effort, that grind, you know, the blood, sweat, and tears. So then you have the ability to say, okay, I have achieved this, or I've done this. Now let me talk reality, because at a certain point it is reality, you know.
But there's some people, bro, that be cocky and
that's just they have problems internally at that point. Yeah, yo, the video's going crazy. Yeah, keep liking shit, man. But so yeah, that's what I'm saying. So do you agree with the fake it till you make it? You don't agree with it?
I'm also like 50-50,
I'm 50-50, bro, because honestly, if I'm a shy person and I say I want to act like Andrew Tate for 3 days, in a long enough period of time, I'm gonna start integrating that into my own personality.
Absolutely.
So I mean, there's no downfall from that.
Growing up, I used to be a outgoing kid. Like I would talk to anybody, not afraid of anything. Then I became a little shy, a lot shy actually. And then right now I'm at the point where
I don't say
I'm not shy, but like I'm not outgoing. You know what I mean?
No, I'll talk to anybody, bro. I was talking to some guy
I'll
today.
make conversation, but it's not like I'm like I used to go out of my way. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you have to though, depending on the situation.
Really, yeah.
Because like today I was doing a ride where they needed me to take somebody home. It was like 30 minutes. I was like, shit, hell yeah, I'll get the fuck out of my job for 30 minutes. Like what? 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. That's a whole hour of my job. I'm getting paid for chilling.
You drive their car?
Yeah, their car too. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm about to take this ride. I'm about to, and the guy was actually really cool. He was giving me a bunch of advice. He was kind of a bot in a sense, but I could tell he had good intentions when he was giving me advice. Because I like to ask people like, the first thing I asked him was like,
hey, what do you do for a living?
Exactly. Yeah, that's crazy. I was like, do you mind like if I ask you what you do for a living? He was telling me that he was going through some hard times right now. He's like in between jobs, but he's working on his own business. Good. And I was like, oh, so what's going on? What you doing? He says that he's actually growing mushrooms. Because did you know mushrooms are actually by the pound, they're more expensive than actual meat. Like not like regular ass booty mushrooms, but mushrooms that they use in like gourmet cooking and stuff like that. So he's growing that stuff, and he's hopefully like, I don't want to put too much of his business out there, but he's trying to like get in partnership with restaurants. So start selling it to restaurants. You know what I'm saying? So he was telling me how when he was growing up, he went to do art. And then he got into graphic designing, and then that got him a bunch of jobs. He used to like magazine work and all that stuff. He used to work for the Discover magazine, a bunch of different other ones, like in the 2000s, right before like the .com boom and all that shit. So, you know, I just got to learn so much from that. And then let's say, for example, I was being shy in that situation. In the beginning, when I first got in the car, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna, stay quiet, not even talk to this man. I'm just trying to get all the way over there and just enjoy my car ride back. But then I was like, what the fuck am I gonna lose? What am I gonna lose from having a conversation? And then, in that instant, I was like debating it inside. I was like, should I say it now? And then I was just like, fuck it. And I was like, all right, what do you do for a living? And that opened up the conversation so easily.
I have 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
One, what kind of car he drives?
Him?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You didn't
it's a
see?
Toyota.
I know,
but I don't know which one. It's just in the shop. I don't know.
Okay. Number 2.
His house was decent. It was no crazy shit, but it was good.
What makes
you think?
Area. What makes you call him a bot? Like, what did he say? That
he was giving me a lot of like, make sure you go to college, this and that type of stuff. Okay. And I'm like, okay, no. I mean, he was saying it with good intention though. He's like, I have a son and he doesn't know what he wants to do. And I'm telling him like, he was actually telling me, he's like, giving me advice in terms of, you work all your life for these companies and they just literally take you in, chew you up and spit you out. So you gotta do your own thing in a way where you're sustainable and you're be smart with your money, stuff like that. He also told me that it's like our generation, well, not our generation, but people have this misunderstanding that they're just gonna find this one amazing company that's gonna love them and pay them what they want forever, and that they're never gonna, let them go and stuff like that. And he's like, that's just not true because, it happened to him for so long, and it wasn't even the companies. Is that it was like, bro, times change. So remember in the early 2000s when magazines were the shit, people were picking up magazines and stuff like that, and then boom, the internet hits, and then nobody's touching magazines, so mad people just started getting laid off. And he's like, yo, it's a certain point, and when I used to live in New York, there was employment everywhere for his job. There was employment everywhere. There's magazines everywhere in New York. Think about it.
Right.
And then after that, he's like, that happened, and then he just had to. I told him, I was like, oh, okay, so you just have to adapt. He's like, exactly, that's what you have to do. But I mean, he was telling me a lot about, be smart with your money. Make sure that he was actually giving me a lot of advice on traveling. He's like, make sure you travel. You don't want to be. You do want to save money, but that is an expense that's worth it. He's like, you got to step out of your own comfort zone and see the world from different places. I don't think he knew that I was an immigrant. Not saying that to like be weird or anything. No, I'm saying, but he's like, sometimes we could get in our little bubbles and then we don't really see what's really out there. And then he's like, make sure you get out there and travel. I'm like, I know, I've seen, like, in my head, I'm like, I've seen everything from the lowest of the low to, what I'm living now. So I understand it, but I just stay quiet. I was just there listening, bro. I just didn't really mind. He was fine with talking.
You seen that, I don't know, I'm not sure if it was Google or Amazon, but they let go like 12,000 people.
Yeah, all over the place, bro.
Was it Google?
Somebody,
I think it was Amazon.
I think Wells Fargo's just dropped off a lot of people in the it's free. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I believe it was in the in the mortgage lending branch. I believe they dropped off I think it was like 12,000. If I'm not, I don't remember the exact number. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it was a very good amount of people on that. Which also show how good the economy is,
bro. Yeah, getting replaced. What's the
ChatGPT? GPT. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's his own topic, but let's get back to it. I wanted to ask you too, like in terms of creating a new identity and becoming this person, kind of faking it till you make it, or faking it till it becomes you, I would say is a better way to say it. Did you have you play baseball? Let's say any moments where you were like, okay, I don't feel like myself right now. Let me become this person. Like I'll say, for example, we playing basketball and then you're like, all right, let me watch Kyrie Irving highlights or some shit, and then you try to move like Kyrie, and then I don't know, you just start playing better. You know what I'm trying to say? So did you have any moments like that in baseball?
Okay, so this is the thing. I did look up, other people, not only for motivation, because that's also the way I learn, by watching others and seeing how they do stuff.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like the actual game itself, and you're in the batter's box, and you 3-2 count, bases loaded, 2 outs, and you got to make the play.
You can't think.
At that point, it's just you, bro. It's you and you. Yeah, you against the pitchers. Yeah. So I mean, do I try to do what professionals do? Of course, because If you want to become a pro, you gotta act like a pro and do the same things that they do. But when it comes to like looking and copying a player and playing the same style, no, I feel like I'm all natural. The way I play is unique. It's my style of playing that I make creative.
But you never had an instant where you were like, oh, let me act like this person. And then, I'm not saying like all the time. Like I would say sometimes where I was having a bad game, I would think I'm like, okay, let me Manny Machado this shit. And then I'm playing at third, like I'm diving for shit. I'm like, oh, out of nowhere, I catch myself like just giving myself a boost of energy, if that makes sense.
I do want to see you in the field, bro.
I haven't touched the fucking glove in months.
It's a very good feeling.
Well,
being in the field.
I haven't been on the field.
I know you like the game.
Yeah.
And you just haven't put in like you just don't show that you want to, but I know deep inside you're okay with it. I know you want to play, bro.
I do, why not? But it's just I got other things in my mind right now, you know?
I understand, but bro, playing is good. I love playing, man. I really enjoy it.
I mean, me too, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't enjoy it.
I wish you guys could see this. Like, look at this.
Put it in the group chat. Send it to me. I'll put it up right now.
Oh, nah. Okay, so look, we won a championship with this team. Look at the rings that we're getting. Look at the rings we're getting, bro.
Is that for softball?
Yes, bro.
What the fuck?
Bro, look. The World Series trophy, the year.
Oh, yeah.
Like the name, the number.
That's real diamonds?
Nah. I wish. But bro, it's on fire. You feel me? Like, it's not a real diamond. Of course, I don't play for rings.
Team, yeah.
It's not a real ring. I mean, it's a real ring, but it's not. I don't even know if it's gold.
No,
I just do it because I like playing the sport, and if you get like a little gift for playing, of course, why not?
Yeah, but you always had that confidence playing.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'd say confidence also comes from my dad, and I know you can relate to this too. You're out, both of our dads being so good at the sport. Growing up, that's his kid. You know, that's Juan Carlos' kid. That's Frank's kid. So you have that. You're also confident, but the fact that others are talking about you
gotta live up to that expectation,
right? It boosts you up, and you gotta exactly like you said, play to that expectation.
You know how I actually took it a different way. It would get me tight when people said that.
Really?
Yeah, I would not in a way where I'm like, what the fuck, but like in a way as like I want people to say that instead of saying, oh, this is this person's kid,
myself.
This is him. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody will go to my dad and be like, "Oh, you're his father," instead of it being the other way around. That's how I looked at it.
Well, that's actually funny because that's what happened here, right? So everybody got to know me because I play, and then my dad came along and played. So before used to be, "Oh, you're Frank's kid," but now they're like, "Oh, you're Kenny's dad."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's how you had to look at it. Honestly, I think that just comes from straight up, just that fire inside you. You have that competition anxiety. If that's not anxiety, but you just being very, what is the word I'm looking for? Competitive. Yeah. Having that competitive nature inside you. You called me competitive yesterday, but it's kind of fucked up. Or 2 days ago. You did.
I did?
Yeah.
What I said?
You were like, when are we going out?
I remember.
We're going to hold that off.
You're competitive. No, I was going to say that too. Like when you're confident, you are also competitive.
Very competitive. Very competitive.
Because I'll give you an example.
You're not about to outwork or outlook me or do better than me and something that I put in so much work in.
Exactly. I want to show you what I made it up too.
Yeah.
You got to see me.
And you got to have that type of energy around you because people nowadays shy away from that shit. Honestly, like now people just get trophies just for participating, and I've never been like you were in like middle school and they'll give like the participation trophies. That shit used to get me so tight.
Let me get it.
And like let's say for example, I wouldn't get like the best trophy there is, and they gave me one of them shits. I throw that shit out right away, bro. That shit used to get me tight. Oh my gosh.
I do have trophies of that.
You're a loser. Like, bro, that shit is it's pointless, honestly. Because I know you don't want to hurt these children's feelings, but you're also molding them into pussies.
Right. Shout out Mamba. He said that if you end up in second, it just means that you're the best loser.
Oh wow, I never heard that. That's crazy, but it's true. It's very true. But let's get back to helping these people out in terms of how to gain confidence, bro. How do you think somebody gains more confidence?
Okay, so
you gotta look at it and like deconstruct it.
Right. So the way I see it to gain more confidence,
That's
What?
not through action, because we already said that. Even though that's very important.
Okay, that's not through action.
I'll give you an example.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So if somebody's not very confident, that means that they are insecure in that area.
They're
Or
lacking.
they're lacking in that area. So the fastest way, I think, is, all right, you got to analyze yourself and think, okay, how can I fix this? How can I fix this weakness that I have in my life that's making me less confident? How do I attack that to become the opposite of what I am right now? You know? It's like, I can't dribble with my left hand. Okay, I've noticed that every time I dribble with my left hand, somebody steals the ball away from me.
But that's like actions, though.
No, but I'm saying, it's like you're analyzing it, though. You're seeing the weakness, and then now you got to put the action. I don't think you could get away from that action, honestly.
True.
Yeah, so, every time I dribble with my left, somebody steals the ball. Okay, I see, I'm analyzing that. I'm being very perspicacious, and I'm aware of it. Okay,
But
so what do I do?
That don't mean switch hands and stay with the right hand.
No, because then you're just going to become a one-dimensional player. You can't do that. So you got to evolve and become the next version of yourself. And who's the next version of yourself in that turn? Somebody who could dribble both hands. So what do? My ass going to look at some Kyrie film. I'm going to go look at some drills, and I'm going to just, with my left hand, until I'm like, okay, I've put in 10,000 hours worth of reps. Now, next time I get in the game, you best believe I'm be on my left hand all the time. And then they're going to be like, hold up, he don't play like this.
You lefty or righty?
That's what I'm saying. And then you're like, okay, he's so good with his left, but his real hand is dominant, or his real dominant hand is right. So he's doing all these moves with his left, and then boom, he crosses to his right, and now he's just,
Just making you want to hoop?
Okay. But Kenny said he hung up the shoes.
The cleats, the
So
shoes.
I don't know.
I always say that.
To that point.
But I really mean that until Stanley's like, yo, come on, bro, come on.
Fuck that.
Anyways.
So you get what I'm saying now? And as a way to gain confidence, you gotta deconstruct your weakness. You got anything else on that? Or you got me, that's it.
Nah. It's like it just, I mean, you said it perfectly. If you are lacking in, because I also think that, when you're not confident, by default you are what it texts you. You fear because you might not do good, right? You lack of
Read the message. You said it perfectly in the message, bro.
I'm actually gonna read the message. Sorry, guys. What did I tell you? Damn.
I don't remember.
Okay, so.
Bro, it's not that long ago, bro.
Nah, okay. I can't find it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Where is it? Well, I mean, okay.
You said we can say how confidence releases stress, how it can help make you better, make better decisions, and you can't type either, and make you safe, not letting others' pressure affect you and make you do things others want you to do. I said release stress as in calm you down, or anxiety. You said both. You can calm you down because you're stressed, but understand and be confident that you can get stuff done and show it shouldn't be something to worry about. And anxiety because confidence is a positive emotion like optimism and happiness. And if you lack those by default, anyone can fall into fear, depression, etc. Yeah, we won't have to read our messages before we hit send, honestly.
Yo, I lack of
dictation.
Yeah, it was supposed to be it, and I just typed that letter.
No, it happens to me, bro. You just heard it happen to me in my notes too. And then the girl I'm talking to be saying the same shit. She'd be like, "Oh, you need to read your messages before you send them."
Making fun of me too, but it's like, bro.
Yeah, I'm writing an essay right now.
Right.
I'm saying, well, I'm sending a message. I don't give a fuck. And then sometimes the autocorrect be bullshitting me.
Nah, I don't have that. If it's wrong, if I send a message wrong, it's me. It's nobody else.
Okay, you're accountable for that. Okay, I get it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm not gonna say it all the time. What were you saying?
I was saying, by default, you can fall into fear, depression, etc. So going back to what we were talking about, when you said that what are some ways to gain confidence without actions, right?
I'm not saying
Is
somebody. It doesn't have to be without action, but we already said action, so.
Wait, so I forgot what you're talking about.
I'm saying, what is some advice you would give to somebody who's not very confident, who wants to become confident, that is in action, because we've already said that.
Okay. So, I say make others do the talk for you, or let your actions. Not actions, go. We can't say actions.
You could say that. Go ahead, say how you were gonna say it.
Yeah, let's say have others do the talk for you. You don't talk.
Just stay quiet.
I'm a silent killer, bro.
No, I feel you, but I mean, bro, I really don't believe there's a way to get around the action, because if you're lazy and you don't do shit, you're not gonna be a very confident person.
You know what's something that I kind of I'm proud that has happened to me. Let's say I play here, Danbury Rogers, right? Everybody's talking, They talk mad
shit.
Yeah, they talk mad dookie. They'll say, you ass, whatever. When I step on the batter's box, bro, nobody says a word to me. Nobody. Nobody calls me out. Nobody says, oh, nothing. Everybody's quiet. Or if they do, I'm like, all right, bro, watch. Matter of fact, like when I play against other teams and they talk crazy, the other team is like, or when people that's outside talk, the other team is like, nah, don't
shut up.
Like he's quiet. He's good, but he's quiet. So you can't tell him anything. And that's one thing too that happened to me. Like funny story. Funny enough, we were playing in New Haven one time, right? We were playing baseball. So I was hitting third, but I had struck out twice. So I still have my confidence, but I'm like, yo, I gotta do something because I don't like to go out with no hits, right? Yeah. So the other team is like, yo, you suck. You suck. You got 2 Ks, whatever. They didn't get to me. But then they said I can't honestly remember. They said something that got to me. And I was like, hold on, time out, bro. And I pointed at the second base. He was like, bro, you're not gonna talk to me like that. I don't talk to you. Don't disrespect me. I don't play that way. Like I don't do that. He was like, no, just play and hit because you struck out. I said, bro, I don't care. If I struck out twice, don't talk to me like that. So I guess we like kind of start arguing and stuff like that. And then the guy like try to like be the tough guy, right? Act tough and be like, what's up then? What's up? I say, bro, like you feel me? I'm right here. You're not gonna throw a punch.
I'm right here.
You're not gonna throw a punch. And honestly, I'm not gonna throw a punch either unless you start. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to swing at you. So I'm like, bro, like that talk you're doing, don't do that to me. I don't do that. I don't. Not only I don't do that. I don't play like that. I don't say that to nobody else. Respect me, I respect you. It's that simple, bro. And then he kept it going. Whatever. Game was over. We were shaking hands, and then he kind of kept talking like that, right? And I was like, bro, so what's up? Like, what are you talking to me like that? The game is over. There's no need for that, bro.
I thought you were about to go crazy. I had like 2 home runs after that. I thought that's
I got walked that time. So I can't. Technically, it's not in the bat. I got walked. But I was like, bro, like, what are you trying to do? Like, don't. And then he was like, nah. So I guess they spread us out, whatever. But it's like that game I didn't do nothing. But best believe next time we face them, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do damage. Okay. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna get my stuff done. You're
coming back with a vengeance. Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to say this as well. It's like you become your habits, honestly, right?
You become your habits.
You become the person who you consistently are, right? So if your habits are you consistently go to the gym, you become a gym rat.
You become the gym.
Nah, maybe. I would say I would say so. So let's say you have an objective, right? You have a goal, right? And your habits are the steps that you take to reach that goal, right? But something that a lot of people do is that they make these huge goals in a way, and then they don't make the process or break down the process on how they're going to achieve that goal into even smaller steps, right? They just try to take that leap just straight from 0 to 100, right? Instead of going from 0 to 10, 20, 30, 40, and then slowly but surely get into that 100 a lot faster and easier, right? So let's say you're somebody who's not confident and you set a goal that is that example I use from 0 to 100, and then you fall short of that goal. That is going to kill your confidence even more.
Mm-hmm.
And you already don't have confidence. We've already established that this person doesn't have confidence. But it's always the little small wins that give you that little amount of confidence that you need to reach the next step, right? So say you got the other person in this example, you got that same big goal, you got the same exact goal, but you broke it down into the different sections, right? So you made that little small win, now you're at 10. Now you're at 20. Now you're at 30. Now you're at 40, 50, and etc. You get to the top, right? From 0 to 10, you gain this amount of confidence, and you just feel a lot better. So now you're gonna look at the obstacle from 10 to 20 as something that's gonna be a lot different because you feel better about yourself, you know? So I guess my advice would be for somebody who doesn't have confidence is set the same big goals. Never dumb down your goals for anybody, no matter what anybody says, but make sure that you set a process where you're getting all the small wins that is going to build your confidence to then be able to attract that goal even faster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You agree with that?
I have a question for you actually. Let's say
Dale pa allá, coño.
let's say you let's say you have that goal,
El
right?
hueso.
You have you going step by step,
Yeah.
and you're confident, but you fall short, right? At that point, are you
That's me
confident?
personally.
Yeah. Are you confident and you stay confident that like, you know what, I didn't make it, but at least I did something? Or are you more of a like, you still confident, right? Or are you more like, damn, I didn't reach my goal. I didn't try hard enough. I should start from the beginning. Like, what kind of person are you?
All right. In
You get what I'm
terms of
saying?
that, yeah, I think I get what you're saying.
Because
In terms of that,
let me explain it better.
Go
If you're okay with not making it complete, are you okay with not making it complete, or are you more of a like, I didn't reach my goal?
That's a difficult.
Here's your participation trophy.
Fuck no. Okay, no. Let me explain myself, because in a way, you deserve the type of energy you put out, right? So you deserve an output, the same amount of energy that you put out into the world, right? So let's say I'm busting my ass. What I get back is exactly what I deserved.
Okay.
Right? Because I don't think you could put a little amount and get a big amount back. You know what I'm trying to say? You get the drift that I'm throwing out? So you have to be able to accept what you get, because we all heard that you get what you get and you don't get upset, right? One, why are you complaining? You as a man should not be complaining in any way. I think that you should look at how life, no matter how difficult it is, and be like, life is a blessing. Life is beautiful. This is what I'm here to do, and you got to enjoy the process. But I am also somebody who I was defined as somebody who's very competitive and competent in a way, and I want to achieve more. Like, I'm not very easily satisfied. So if I don't achieve that goal, I'm not gonna sit there like, oh, that's okay, I tried at least. Can't do that shit. Like, I can't sit down. I can't sit still. I'll be
Right.
You seen like the trend twins on Instagram? I gotta show you the video, but I gotta show you the video. Honestly, I might put it on the screen because it's so funny, but I gotta show you the video because this is the type of energy that I get when I try to sit still and relax. And the only way that I could really sit still and relax is if I really force myself to, bro. It's like I have that little voice in my head, and I've said this multiple times, but I have that little voice in my head where I'm like, yo, I gotta go do something. They're on trend.
Yeah, they're on trend?
Yeah. No, they're 21, benching 500 pounds.
What's that on their nose?
I think that's a protein shake.
Oh, there.
The thing and around, yeah. But I get that, like that anxiety, like, yo, I can't sit still. Like, I'm wasting time. I should be doing something, and in a way that's not very healthy, right? So you obviously have to find that balance, and I'm starting to find that balance. And I wouldn't even say balance, because balance means that it's 50-50. I would say it's 90-10, right?
Okay.
90% of the time, I'm on go. I have to be doing something. I can't just be sitting there watching TikToks unless I'm taking a shit. That is something I'm still working on. right? You know how we talked about it last episode.
Bro, that's also, and I was talking to Stanley too about that. Like, I don't go on TikTok at all unless you send me a TikTok.
You sent me a TikTok.
Like, I don't watch TikToks, right?
Sent me a TikTok yesterday.
No, because did I? Okay, whatever. I guess. But my point is, I'm not really on TikTok. Like, I'll be 10 minutes, whatever. Yeah. So mentally, I'm like, oh.
There, you better eat that shit.
Mentally, I'm like, I'm not gonna be on TikTok because I don't want to go into TikTok. But then I'm on YouTube Reels. Yeah. I'm on Instagram Reels. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's the same dopamine. So it's like, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's so hard to stay away from that because you get caught easily, bro. And they show you the things you want to see, so it's even harder.
And that's something that low key is so, like you said, it's very difficult to step away from. But I've been especially this weekend, I've been very conscious of just setting a time. Let's say, for example, I don't like to wake up too late, but I barely sleep because I'm always doing something. So I wake up not late. Like, the latest I wake up on a day that I have off from the job, because you know every day I'm working. There's no days off. You know,
just a bit brokey.
Yeah. So on the days that I do have off of that job, I like to at least get my 8 hours, at least if I can. Right? I'll wake up. I'll go to sleep at like 12. Because I'm still not going to go to sleep early. I can't do that. I don't know why. I'm always editing, doing something. I got to get my work done. So I'll go to sleep at like 12, maybe 1, which is horrible. Like, I'm trying to work on this. And then I wake up at like 9, 10. Right? And then let's say I wake up, I eat breakfast. Usually breakfast for like 30 minutes to an hour. Okay. If you have to cook it yourself, obviously, that's different. So let's say an hour. So an hour passes. Now it's 11. All right, so let's say from 11 to, I don't know, 11 to 4, right? Put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Don't look at that shit. No notifications coming in. I put my browser on, what is that shit called? It's like the chill music. You ever seen the study music that they have on YouTube? You never put it on? It's like these chill beats that they put on to help you study. Because, like, bro, if I start listening to music that I actually listen to, I'll be you know what I'm saying, and I really won't be able to focus. But I did it this weekend and I got so much work done, bro. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb, did not touch it. And then if I ever got the urge to, like, because, you know, if you're sitting in the same spot for a while, you're gonna get bored. Not bored, but you'll get like this weird feeling like you gotta do something else. You gotta take a break, right? Because you're gonna burn yourself out. So what I did was I would set a timer for like 10 minutes on my phone. Right, so let's say I work for 3 hours, set a timer on my phone for 10, 15 minutes. And then I set the timer, and then I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I'll turn everything back on. I'm on Facebook. I'm not Facebook. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, texting people back. After those 15 minutes is over, boom, turn all that shit off, right back to work. And then you just keep doing that and for however long you really need to, because it depends on how much work you have. But that's something that I've been on top of, or trying to stay on top of, because, bro, I had a 3-day weekend this weekend from the job, and when I usually have those 3-day weekends, I don't feel like I'm as productive because I should just be like that. But this time, even though I still get the same amount of work done or more, but I always make sure I get the same amount of work done no matter what. It felt way more productive, and I actually got way more done than I was expecting myself to. And that goes to management. You got to really make sure that you're on top of it, because it's so easy to fall into that black hole. You're just like, or like you'll be working for an hour, you pick up your phone or somebody texts you, you see a flash or anything, your phone screen goes bright, and then you're like, oh, let me see who texted me, and then you pick it up, and then next thing you know, you're on TikTok for 45 minutes. That's simple, bro. Damn, that shit is horrible, bro. But that kills your confidence, because now I'm the type of person that if I set a to-do list and I don't get shit done, I'm tight. I'm so angry at myself. Are you like that too?
It's something that I gotta start doing, bro. Cause I know I have a lot of things to do. For some reason, I just forget what I have to do. Okay. So I do need to be writing stuff down, because, bro,
be on my notes, bro.
I be forgetting. Yeah. Like, I be on my notes too, but when I'm when I'm driving and I you know, I gotta do a bunch of stuff, I try to keep it on my head. You know, like, especially Saturdays and Sundays, I'm always doing something, because the things that I don't get done throughout the whole week, I got to get them done. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Sometimes they be flying through my head.
Yeah, bro. That's why you gotta stay on top of it, bro. You gotta be a, I don't know, bro. I just have to get a certain amount of things done, or I feel like shit. Like my
I told my
confidence
girl,
goes down.
I was like, whenever you and I have to do something, remind me in case I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Or let's say I'm gonna spend Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, like those 3 days. I'm gonna see her constantly, and we have plans. I'm like, yo, remind me that we gotta do this at this time. We gotta do it, because I be forgetting, and it's not like I do it on purpose. It's because I have because I have a lot going on.
Yeah.
Plus on top of whatever I'm doing with her. Plus on
feel
top of whatever I have to do for my family.
Yeah.
You know.
But like, if you want to get stuff done and you don't get it done, that kills your confidence in a way. Now you're like, oh damn, and you start to doubt yourself. You start to be like, damn, am I really gonna achieve everything I want to achieve in life? And I get into those thought patterns specifically when I don't get them done. And bro, that's very rare that I don't get stuff done that I have to get done. Like, for example, if I have to edit something, if I have to do the podcast, if I have to do some clips, I have to read, I have to do some research for some investments, like something that's very specific and very important to me. If I don't get that shit done, bro, the shit just start coming in, bro. It's like an antenna just opens up, and I start getting a bunch of like doubt, I would say, doubtful thoughts. And it doesn't ever happen very often. And I know how to battle them. But somebody who doesn't, and they don't have that same mindset, let's say they do set these lists down and they don't get it done, and then they get those same thoughts and they don't have the same mental capacity and mental strength to get past it, or don't have any strategies to get past it, that shit could destroy your ego, bro. Honestly, then you'd be like, what is the point? I didn't want to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But try that out at home, actually. If you have to get work done for a specific day, you have to get a certain amount of things done, right? Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Find some type of like chill playlist on Spotify or on YouTube, and close every tab. Don't look at it unless you're doing something on the computer. Make sure that tab is, and I know you could set it in your actual settings on your browser. I think it's called incognito mode or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you get a playlist, you put your phone on Do Not Disturb, and you just work for, let's say, for example, 3 hours. After those 3 hours, you set a 15-minute timer. Where's your break time? And you get to do whatever you want. You respond back to your texts. You go on Instagram. You go on Facebook. You go on whatever you have to go, TikTok. And then after that 15 minutes, once that timer goes off, you right back to work. And the same thing for however long you have to work. And if it's more than let's say 6 hours, you would put 2 breaks or 3 breaks in between, because sometimes you do get burnt out and you don't want to get burnt out, so it's good to take those breaks.
Think about playing music, bro. Like, I'm thinking about me, like, by accident playing Yao Ming.
Nah, look, I look up the playlist. I don't know if we have it here.
Nah, I don't know. I'm more of a silent. Like, I want everything silent and quiet.
If I do that, then I'll be like looking for shit. But it's this shit. Like, oh, they got an ad. I know. I don't want to
use the plus, bro. Come on, now, just acting.
It's this shit.
Okay.
So you're just chilling to that the whole time.
Then I'll hop on the beat. I'll be like, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, I did catch myself doing that, but I was just so focused on trying to get the work done, because I actually had a lot to do. So I was just like, nah, I got to get this done. And I ended up getting it all done. So I'm like, okay, I was happy. And I just had my niece was just born. I'm an uncle again.
Congrats.
So, thank you. She's 8 pounds. She's very healthy. She looked like a little alien right now, but it's okay.
How does it feel being an uncle, bro?
I mean, it's not the first time.
How does it feel? I'm not an uncle yet.
No? I mean, it feels good. Hopefully Kevin gets around to start doing some work. But
I believe that I'm going to be first.
I feel you. I think I'm next in line, because both my older sisters already had their kids. And then I'm next in line, and then Jandea and my little sister. So it's like, who's next in line, But, I mean, knock on some wood. That will happen whenever God decides for that to happen. But shout out to her, Charlotte. Her name is Charlotte.
That ass? Damn, I like that name.
I be making fun of it. I'll be like, Charlotte. That's her name.
That's what I call my car.
That ass?
Charlotte.
Okay, well.
I call my glove Charlotte.
Yeah, you got problems.
I like that name a lot.
But, I think we should wrap it up here, man. I think we talked enough.
Yeah,
Unless you had anything else you have to say.
Well, I think it's time to clock out with some motivation.
Yeah, I got to go to the gym. I got to hit legs today.
I already hit the gym.
Yeah.
Hey.
You squatting?
Guys,
You squatting?
I actually did leg, but I didn't squat today.
Ah,
That was it.
Damn.
But actually, I want to say 2 quotes. I want to say what I said earlier in the episode. Shout out Kobe, the Mamba, the Brian man. He said, "Being second just means that you're the best loser."
Mm-hmm.
Let that sink in, bro. Let that sink in, cause I hate being the best loser. Either I win or
You lost.
die trying. Say that.
Mm-hmm.
And then oh, I can't tell you this. I'll show you this later. And then this is something else that I saw on YouTube. Givers need to set boundaries because takers never do.
They never do, and people will always take advantage of you.
Yes.
No matter what, people always want you to do stuff for free, to put in effort, and they won't ever support it in any way, shape, or form because it's crazy.
This is the thing I had to do. Every time I need some type of work done, let's say Braden, for example, I need something in my car. He was like, no, it's free. I'm like, bro, come on. I know, like, take this. The other day, well, not the other day, when I first moved into my house, you know, Brian, BA, right?
Mm.
I had some issues that I wanted to put something on my ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
He drove, he did it. And I said, bro, how much I owe you? He's like, nothing. He's like, bro, I want to give you something. Like, just give me a number.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, all right, give me 2,000. I was like, okay, let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be serious. Okay?
Was it that big of a?
It was something small, but I think my dad gave him 100, and then we gave him, lunch.
Mm.
So it's like, bro, I understand, bro. Like, nobody wants to work for free.
I feel you.
You know, he drove 20 minutes back. He was there for like an hour.
Mm.
There's something right, bro.
I feel you. It's crazy though because people. I would say this to you, whoever's listening out there, like, know your worth on everything, because people will really try to take advantage of you, and then they try to make you feel like the bad guy because you understand how much you're worth, right? So as long as you know, I don't want to say how much your time is worth. Time is worth, because then you fall into that trap of working for a certain amount of hours, or your time is worth a certain amount. And I mean, in a certain way, if you have a service or something like that, you kind of have to work like that. And not in all instances, because if you're like, I don't care how long it takes, you got to pay me 10 bands to do something, get paid your 10 bands if you're worth that much.
But I want to say something. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that Lewis calls me, right? He's like, yo, Kenny, I need you to do something for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, him being my friend, obviously I'm not going to charge him, right? And I know it contradicts what I just said, but I grew out of that, and I understand that. And then, again, I'm not trying to get religious, but whatever I get, I know it comes from God. So let's say you offer me, yo, I'm trying to give you $100. That $100 is coming straight from God. You know what I mean? So why would I deny that? And not only that, God, I believe that God put in you, in your heart, to give me $100, right? So why would I take the blessing, your blessing of blessing me? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not being blessed. What did I say that twice? I'm not being blessed, but I'm also taking away your blessing.
Mm-hmm. You're blocking your blessings in a way.
You feel me? So it's like you cutting 2 chains, or you stopping 2 water flows.
Yeah. And then people also have to understand, like, that I get 100%. I believe that is true. But these people out here support these big ass companies and these corporations more than they do people around them. For example, it doesn't even have to be a big corporation, and I mean, not a big corporation. It doesn't even have to be somebody who's around you. Let's say you're on Instagram and you find some random Instagram page and they sell some hoodies that you're like, okay, these shits are valid, right? These are some fire hoodies. I would enjoy one of these, right? And then you hit them up. You're like, yo, how much for the hoodie? They tell you how much for the hoodie, and then you're like, okay. But then you won't buy that hoodie, but you'll go spend money on some designer shit, right? No, we done with Balenciaga. But you go do that and support these big corporations because of the name brand, instead of supporting somebody who's a lot smaller, who needs the money more, and who put in more effort. Because if you have a big ass supply chain that gets this shit done in 2 minutes, compared to somebody who's putting in time to actually build a custom piece, why would you not pay them for their effort? That's all I'm trying to say. But my quote for today it came from Jordan Peterson. He said, pray that you have enough terror to be frightened out of your own deceit, and strive to be grateful regardless. Say it again.
Shout out
'cause I
to
kinda
Peter,
fucked up.
man.
Pray that you have enough terror to be frightened out of your own deceit, and strive to be grateful regardless. Hey, man.
Amen.
Sometimes we just lie to ourselves. That's kind of the way that I took it. You know, people lie to themselves, and hopefully you go through some situations in your life that wake you up, that make you think, okay, I can't just be living this lie that I have in my head. I actually have to look at life for what it is and understand that I have the power to fix it. Understand that I control every situation that I'm in, and that I could only control the things that I can control, right? And then just be grateful to be alive, bro. A lot of people are just too negative and look into the things that they don't have, or look into celebrity lifestyles that they don't even understand how they work, or you know, they see it online and they believe that that's really the way that they're living or something like that, and they're just not appreciating the grind that life is and the beauty that it is. It's good, it's bad, it's up, it's down, it's upside down, you know, it's everything.
I want to ask you one more thing before we close out and we leave.
Sure.
If someone gave you a box with everything you have lost, what's the first thing you're grabbing?
They gave me a box. Are you talking about physical things that I've lost? I can't even think. What have I lost?
Your jokes?
No. These are physical things.
Make it in general. Physical.
In general, I would say when I was younger, I lost myself in a way. You know what I'm trying to say? I guess I'll have to explain, but like you said, I didn't grow up the most confident person. I didn't grow up the most outgoing person. And that's all I've ever been, honestly. Like, I was, like, in a small setting, I could be very social. I could talk to people. I won't be shy at all. But as soon as they got to, like, multiple people around me and there's a lot more faces that I'm used to, then I'll be like, okay. And then I'll become shy in a way. So I guess I did lose that for a period of my life until I understood that I'm that. That I'm him, like Kenny says. And there's only one me in this world. And honestly, like we said, in your own manosphere, you can be cocky as long as you don't limit anybody else or hurt anybody else's existence. So, you know, I believe that I have the best life worth living, even though I believe that I still have ways to go and that life could only get better. I gotta be grateful for what I have, bro. People would kill to be in my situation, so that's the only way that's the way I'm gonna end it here.
Well, guys, thank you, Louis. 52 for a year.
52,
thank you guys for being with us for a whole year.
Gotta go hit the gym, man.
We're not stopping anytime soon.
Hop on that trend. You hopping on that trend with me? Or
No. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
My name is Kenneth.
My name is Louis. Did we even say that in the beginning? No, let's call it out, bro. And then,
Peace out.
o mojamos loco o bebemos romo.
Y como dijo mi ex, hasta aquí llegamos.
All right, but
Celebrate.